Hello, welcome to Recall Game Exploits, and we've got some sad news today. Nintendo President Satoru Iwata, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly, he has passed away at the age of 55. Yeah, unfortunately, he was born in 1959, died in 2015. As of yesterday, it would appear due to a bile duct growth. He had been suffering from relatively poor health since last year at E3. He had the bile duct growth then. He's had some surgery, had some treatments, you know, as you do. And the last thing he said about his health on Twitter was, "I'm progressing well," and he died rather unexpectedly last night. Though I'm not a fan of Nintendo, and I have spoken out against certain Nintendo practices of late, he is a driving force for the industry, and always has been. Since he joined in the 1980s in Nintendo's HAL laboratory, he came out of games like Earthbound. He became director of the company in 2000. He's basically been a driving force within Nintendo. He saw some of the strongest releases on Wii, DS, GameCube and the Wii U. And he's just always been a great figure within the industry, really. And he's always said that he doesn't consider himself president of a company, even though he is. He doesn't consider himself a game producer. He's a game developer at heart. And he still plays games to this day. So he's the kind of CEO that every big name publisher should have, the kind of guy that has grown up playing games, knows games from the player's perspective and development perspective, and worked his way up through the industry. So he's one of those rare few that has actually been a gamer at heart and, you know, brought that into his work as well, being the CEO and president of Nintendo. They've had some missteps and stuff in the past. They've always tried something new. They're always innovators, though I don't necessarily agree with a lot with some of their innovations in the past. We need that there, and he brought that to the industry. The innovation, trying to push things, make something new and interesting with every single thing that they do. One of the things that Mr. Iwata said in the past that sticks with a lot of people is the fact they said that games should be fun. All games should be fun, and they should be fun for everyone. Now, though there are people that won't agree with that, and there are certain aspects of that that I don't agree with myself. I mean, the fact that it's a game doesn't mean that it can't be a serious art form. It doesn't mean that you can't tell a mature story and have mature content. It's a very endearing, purist view of the industry and of the art form. The fact that it brings people together, entire families will sit there and play games with each other, from like the ages of, like, you know, a 5-year-old to a teenager to an adult. And the fact that games can do that, I think, is one of the rare mediums that we have where everyone can sit down and enjoy it. And the only other thing I can think of that actually does that in a way is Pixar movies. So the fact that he brought that view and that mindset into his work is really endearing and was needed in the industry. We need that kid-friendly thing to keep going. I loved playing games when I was a child, and I loved playing games when I was a child with my mum, my brother and my dad. And a lot of games and game companies now are aiming at the more mature crowds. They are the majority demographic nowadays, but kids are still there. Kids still need games, and I think Mr. Iwata strived to keep the childlike charm in everything that he made, and I respect that. I really, really do. But yeah, it's a shame that he died. Rest in peace, dude. It's been good.